Okay, like reasonable 1500s eye. Good, good, good. That's what we want. Entirely reasonable team. So... Gyarados having Taunt makes me inclined to go with Iron Hands over Brute Bonnet as a lead. They have a Dragonite, so bringing Ferrograff is reasonable, as well as the Amoonguss there. But I think I will still go Screamtail. My own Baxcalibur is good. Don't like my Torkoal at all. Like, helps with Amoonguss, but like Baxcalibur will get a boost and all that. So I think I will bring my Brute Bonnet in the back. Trying to spot a way that they can stop my Trick Room. Lead with Amoonguss is the only way. And if they do that, then I will simply not Trick Room. It is worth considering having Terra Grass on the Screamtail just because, you know, Amoonguss can be very annoying. But Terra Water is much better defensively. That's a cool trainer card. What is this music? I don't recognize it. Oh, now I recognize it. Okay, fine. They were going to try and taunt me. That's fine. Helping Hand could be a way for Trick Room to be stopped here. Is booster around if it's speed, then they can't stop it. Good, okay. So even if it is Helping Hand, I survive. So it is definitely a Fake Out and Trick Room, and if they switch to Amoonguss, good for them. And I'll save the Terra for maybe the Baxcalibur in the back that needs to Terra Grass in front of the Amoonguss. Cool outfit as well that they got as well. Okay, the Protect doesn't matter. Okay, sub. That's reasonable. So... don't think with the Intimidate I can break the sub with Screamtail, and even if I could, it's probably not worth it. I'll let Brute Bonnets deal with the sub. There should be an Amoonguss switch in for the Gyarados anyway, to reset Intimidate and be good against things in Trick Room. But, you know, this is the best I could do anyway. Like, I'll let Brute Bonnet deal with the Fartaming sub. Well, that's not Amoonguss. And I'm doing no damage this turn, which is a bit of a shame. And they did attack as well, which is unfortunate, but is what it is. So I was considering just close commenting, like, because I expected the Gyarados to switch out anyway. So, it just has in Gleam, so I'm living that. Okay, so this is where... oh, I don't want to Terra yet. Accidentally pressed the button. This is where I Wild Charge the Tinglu, because it's surely going back into Gyarados. And do I try and break the sub now? Because I think I need to Howl again. If they stay in with Tinglu, that's quite surprising, given that I could just close combat them. Like, Gyarados is a perfect switch-in. Gyarados was a perfect switch-in. What are you doing? Please Terra out of your ground. Turn into water or something. Okay, I don't look like a complete fool. That's fine. I predicted this Poison Terra to resist fighting. Yes, that's exactly what I did. But now I'm +1, so this is a chunk. It's a 2-shot. I'd call that a chunk. We're living? Oh, we are. Bedazzlingly? Yeah, okay, fine. But then that means that Screamtails takes a little bit less damage because of... Ooh, actually. Do I KO with Psychic Fangs now? Or is it Excalibur for Icicle Spear? That'd be stronger than Brute Bonnet, wouldn't it? But less reliable. More potential to get the KO, I think, though. Because otherwise I'd need to howl. Which I think I still can, because I can ignore the Ting Lu. Yeah, I'll go Brute Bonnet, and I'll howl and Bullet Seed the Flutter-Mane. And then hopefully 3 is able to get it from here. It's a speed boosting one, so it definitely could be. And I'm not going to Terror, because that'll make me weak to ground. Is it better to Psychic Fangs break the sub, and then get 4? It might have been. Oh well, too late now. I'm surprised they didn't switch back into Gyarados with the Ting Lu. Like, Terra Poison makes sense in front of it, but surely Gyarados switch makes more sense. But, oh well. Right, so this will break the sub, right? So because it breaks the sub, good, then 4 should get it, right? That's how it works. Because if 1 breaks the sub, the other 3, yeah, easily KO. Good. Does Heavy Slam get my Screamtail? I can't remember how much HP it is. It's taken 2,000 Gleams. Will it survive Heavy Slam? I'd prefer if it did, because it's actually quite strong now, because it's how... Oh, fine, Rock Slide. Fine with that. Oh yeah, the Heavy Slam wouldn't have got me. But, like, Screamtail's, what, +2 now? Gonna be +1 because of Gyarados, but... Yeah, there's Gyarados. But Screamtail's actually threatening at the moment. It's just, are they Lumberry / Safety Goggles? So, yeah, only +1. But that should be enough to KO with Poison Ting Lu, right? And last turn Trick Room. So they're definitely protecting the Gyarados. I'm only at neutral here. I'm going to Spore the Gyarados. And I will Psychic Fangs. Would it have been better to leave the Ting Lu on the field because it's not threatening and the thing in the back might? Too late now. And the fact that they protected implies that they are not Lumberry or Safety Goggles, because if you were, you could have got away with an attack that turn, right? And on this turn I can go for Rage Powder and Trick Room very safely. Because they're not Safety Goggles, because they would have attacked if they were Safety Goggles. Because you could have got away with it. But that is a Dragonite there. So Excalibur's looking very good. I just need to break any Mold Scale so that Ice Shard is a KO. So therefore I do Terra and I just attack the... I just attack, right? Break the Mold Scale so Ice Shard's a KO. That's what I'm seeing. Could be Spore. Spore might be better actually, because I can just Icicle Spear. And they can't taunt both. Oh, and they've already Terra'd, so it can't be Terra Flying. So, yeah, this Terra Poison was pointless. But then, I don't think Terroring anything else would have helped at all in this match. So, this is just resisting a low kick, I guess. Yeah, because they've already Terra'd. There is the taunt, like, that's fine. But I get Trick Room here. Yeah, there we go. Useful Terra. So I will now crunch. And I will howl again, because I can. Mold Scale will be broken, I can just Ice Shard. This is a good showing for Screamtail, because it's howled quite a few times. Yeah, definitely Mold Scale, so now that's broken. Oh, Defense Drop, nice. It's got to be banded if it's locked into, if it's still going for low kick, so. Okay, there's the Thunder Wave to try and be able to get back in. But with a Defense Drop and the Mold Scale broken, Crunch is a KO, right? Am I +2? Yeah. So let's just see how much the Psychic Fangs does. Into the Gyarados. Or not, but the game was over. My Defense Drop absolutely sealed it, because then it's just a KO. But yeah, I was feeling good about that one anyway. That was good. Howled quite a few times. Okay, this is a bit more reasonable at this point. And from what I've seen on Twitter, like, I know it was early in the day, but like the ranking, like number 1 or whatever, seems lower than previous ones. So it should be easier to get points with a lower rating. It's like a Rock T-Tar. I'm gonna flinch. Any way to stop that? Nope. I'm just probably gonna flinch. It's just this is a Brute Bonnet or Iron Hands. So I can fake out one of them. It's got to be fake out, right? Because then that's only one chance to flinch. Definitely Brute Bonnet, because it can OHKO Lycanroc through its Sash. Don't particularly need Torkoal here. Yeah, it doesn't seem very good. It's definitely Baxcalibur. It's cool enough trainer card. Mm-hmm. Okay, they're not booster energy, they're probably specs then. So I still haven't worked out what's the correct way round of doing this. Because if it's Terra Ghost, then Fake Out is worse. If it's not Terra Ghost, then Fake Out guarantees Trick Room. I'm going to Wild Charge, and I'm going to Terra. And then I should live and get Trick Room. Brute Bonnet Screamtail is better than Iron Hands Screamtail into GU Platinum, because I can Rage Powder and just sack the Brute Bonnet for guaranteed Trick Room. Okay, it was just Scarf, so I definitely get Trick Room. Don't burn. Okay, that's fine. I get Trick Room. It's a worthwhile trade. Wasted Terror, but worthwhile trade. So I know they're Scarfed as well. Life Orb, okay, that's reasonable. So this is definitely going to be Baxcalibur, and I'm going to Howl and Icicle Spear the Fluttermane. And if they Heat Wave, then they're giving Baxcalibur another boost. So, do I predict the Protect on the Fluttermane at all? I don't think so. I think this is still entirely reasonable. It is a shame I didn't Fake Out there. just to get a bit extra damage into the Chi-Yu, because it might have put it into +1 Drain Punch range. But also a shame I didn't just protect the Iron Hands. Okay, that's fine. Summit's taking a +1 Icicle Spear. And if it's Gyarados, that's taking a lot still. That's taking a lot. Double switch, okay. That's fair enough. Is that the Gyarados? That's the Lycanroc, okay. I'm cool with this. Because if this doesn't KO the T-Tar, it still should just put it into Drain Punch range. Assuming they're going to Terra Flying. Oh, it's going to be close. Well, I'm not loaded dice, so got 3 at least. 1 more. Nice. And it's a KO. Very good. So now I can just Icicle Spear KO the Lycanroc as well. So things are looking pretty sweet right now. So, pretty sure, because they can endure. Just which one, like if I hit the right one with Icicle Spear, I win immediately. Rock Slide shouldn't be able to KO me. So I will Icicle Spear, and I will Drain Punch the Lycanroc. Okay, they did protect that one. Oh well. Rock Slide shouldn't get me. It's fine. I was literally just about to say, it's fine. They don't have Excel Rock. And there it was, immediately. Okay, and now I can at least Ice Shard get the KO. But then that means that I do just get the KO on my Excalibur. 2 turns, right? Yeah, 2 more turns. Has to be Ice Shard to KO. And then I'll get the Psychic Fangs into the Flutter Mane. It will 2-shot it. If Excalibur makes it through the turn, I definitely win. Like, if they expected a Xerok to KO the Excalibur and now they're Moonblasting the Screen Tail, then that's good. Oh, they didn't have any bulk anyway, so they're KO'd regardless, so that is a win. Because they KO themselves here, and it's just Scarf Chi-Yu. 1 turn and Trick Room left, I still have Brute Bonnet. If they're Terra Grass, then they can't beat the Scream Tail, and if they are Terra Ghost, then they get Spored. So, I should be all good. And they can't lock into something that's good against the Brute Bonnet and the Scream Tail. Because if they lock into Fire, Scream Tail walls it, and if they lock into Dark, Brute Bonnet walls it. Because I already know they're scuffed, based on the first turn. So this is a Spore. This is a Drain Punch. And I'm sorted. It's very kind of them to have no bulk on the Flutter Mane, but it makes sense when you have Life Orb. Come on, just accept your fate. Okay, here's the Terra, so it's either immune to Spore or immune to Drain Punch, but it can't be both. Immune to Spore is fine. What did they lock into? Yeah, Heat Wave, so... And didn't even KO the Brute Bonnet, which is quite funny. Psychic Fangs KO from there? Probably does, right? It's definitely Crunch. Doesn't affect anything. It just does Psychic Fangs KO. Based on that Drain Punch damage, it should, right? Yeah, Sandstorm was going to end, so the Sandstorm wouldn't help. I think it's still Drain Punch, right? Just get that extra recovery. In case Psychic Fang whiffs. Yeah, I'll Drain Punch. Psychic Fangs might have got it, but oh well. Okay, good, no burn. Because that could have stolen the game. And based on that, the Psychic Fangs would have got it, so Psychic Fangs was better. But oh well, too late now. I think Drain Punch, like, theoretically Drain Punch would still be fine. We'll find out. I was fine regardless, didn't matter. We don't get to find out, but I'll take it. I'll take the guaranteed win. So, it wasn't actually guaranteed, because if they did burn my Scream Tail on that turn, then I would have lost, so there was still a way back in for them. I still think Spore and Drain Punch was still perfectly fine, because then actually, it would have been probably better, actually, to go for Spore and Psychic Fangs, right? Because Psychic Fangs will two-shot. And then, if they're Terra Grass, then... Yeah, because if they're Terra Grass, they're immune to Spore, but Psychic Fangs now hits them. And if they don't Terra Grass, as in Terra Ghost or say normal, like as in Fire Dark, then Spore does hit them. So, Psychic Fangs is actually better. So I did open up myself up to... Ooh, 1600s, nice. Did open my up to the Heat Whip Burn loss. So, did not play it technically optimally, but I was still fine. Good! Mid-1600s guy, that's what we want to see. That's a team we don't want to see. Don't like Garchomp for this team. So... I think against this I will go Brute Bonnet and Scream Tail. I will definitely bring back Excalibur in the back, and Torkoal is pretty reasonable here. Iron Hands is reasonable here. Don't need Fergaref. What is the last? I actually don't have too much against Chi-Yu if I don't bring Iron Hands. So I'll bring that. Okay, getting to the point where you need to watch for the timeout. Nope. If they timed out and didn't bring Corviknight and Amoonguss, I was perfectly fine with that. That's a cool Drainer card. Yep, Chi and Philosomy. So, theoretically, I just said that Brute Bonnet was better against this. We will find out. But it is just, do I get greedy here? I've been punished for greed already in this run. But, like, you don't go for Shadow Ball into Scream Tail. Because Brute Bonnet's right there, right? Right? Like, that does make sense, doesn't it? So... I get away with it just a Spore. Still need to work out what's actually optimal. see how this goes. Because, like, surely you don't go for Shadow Ball. I've got a Brute Bonnet that would resist, right? But even if you do go for Shadow Ball, you got a Sleeping Flutter Mane. And then I can definitely still get back into the game. Yeah, that's a good start. And that's a good start. Huh. Like, fine. I'm being punished for my greed here, but... Like, why did you not expect a Rage Powder there? So, Excalibur. Yeah, back Excalibur, because then they can't Heat Wave safely. I believe it's just Bullet Seed the Flutter Mane and Glaive Rush the Chi-Yu, right? And then I'll be able to Ice Shard next turn, and they're going to stay asleep for a second turn with the Flutter Mane, thank you kindly. There's no Fairy in the back, so... Unless it's, like, Corviknight would be a good switch-in. Amoonguss is not a switch-in. Like, that was not a good switch-in right there. Because this is taking a massive chunk. And I might prefer it not to KO the Flutter Mane with the Bullet Seed here, because then I can go for Ice Shard. No, because then they'll Rage Powder me, so... But let's just see how this goes first. It might KO with 5. It won't with 4. Okay, so it is now do I stay asleep? Because I will crunch the Amoonguss, and I will attempt to Ice Shard if they get greedy. And then if they Rage Powder, like I probably should have done turn 1, then odds are still in my favour for them to stay asleep. Because this turn also gets rid of the Glaive Rush. The minus, or the extra damage. So ideally they don't Rage Powder here. Slash they're not Turbo Amoonguss, which they might be. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I'll take that for sure. That was good. Right. Yeah, there's Garchomp. But they can't KO the Brute Bonnet or the Bat Excalibur this turn, right? There's no way. So I should be able to Spore it. Then... do I Glaive Rush in case they switch into TU? Would the potentially extra damage hurt me going into the next turn? Or do I Icicle Spear to not get that extra damage? Because then I wouldn't be able to be KO'd by Chi-Yu if they do switch. I think I'm going to Glaive Rush. They stayed in, so Icicle Spear was better. Yep, and it's Terrifier. That's fair enough. But if they EQ themselves, then the Glaive Rush goes into the Garchomp. Right? So do EQ yourself, please. Yeah, they did, so that Rage Powder was pointless as well. And that was never KOing, so yeah, I'm looking pretty good now. Because they've used the Terror, they can't Terror out of a close combat from my... almost KO. Out of my Iron Hands. So, that's good. It's just here. No, it's definitely protect the Baxcalibur and sack the Brute Bonnet, so then I can go for Fake Out into the Chi-Yu and Ice Shard KO the Garchomp. Right? That's what I'm seeing. It's like what I'm thinking about, I can't see a 100% win, but lots of like likely wins. Yeah, because I want Fake Out available. Okay, so they try to protect the Garchomp there, so that means that they're not Scarfed, so that's good information for me, thank you. So actually, yeah, they can wake up on that turn then. So that it's still fine. I should still be okay, because they can't Terra Ghost at all. Let's Fake Out the Chi-Yu. I Shard the Garchomp. If they stay asleep, I'm pretty confident I win for sure. If they wake up, then I should still be okay. They've also got to hit their Heat Waves as well and all that. Okay, they didn't even go for Protect, which is good. So I should guarantee win here. Like, Heat Wave burn. And crit on the Iron Hands into another Heat Wave. I mean, Covert Cloak would have screwed me, but it was not, so... Oh. No burn. Nice. So... I think there were a few ways of most likely winning that. So, like, I'm content enough with how I played that in-game. Because it got me the win anyway. And after a pretty disastrous Friday, things are going okay for now, it seems.